Hey everybody, this is the LEGO Friends Amusement Park Roller Coaster set, and it comes with a lot more than just a roller coaster. There's also a lot of little stuff that I could show you, but I don't want to make you wait to get to the good stuff, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to start from the start at the entrance of the park, which is given its own small build here, which is pretty nice with a turnstile here, which can really turn, and you can put figures through there. They've got the in and out indicators there with the stickers. Lots of lights. They do use these glittered and somewhat reflective stickers throughout this set, so you can see shiny things all around. This is where you'd go up and actually buy tickets, so they include some money and some tickets for you to complete your transaction. This is also where you can pick up photographs that are taken on the rides along the way. So there's one there. There's also one that's displayed on the other side of this where the employee would be. So there's one that's up that's ready to be purchased, and there's just a little cash register there. And once you get into the park, then this would be a good thing to set up fairly close to the entrance. It just has a map of the park itself, and there's also kind of a program or a small map piece. It's just a 1x2 tile piece that you can pick up, and that has a sticker on it. There's also a trash can there. Now that we've passed the entrance, I'm taking you straight to the roller coaster ride itself. And this has a little queuing area, and you can open this up all together with one single push to let you know that it's safe to get in. And here are some of the roller coaster carts set up, and I'll go ahead and put the figures in them. I'm putting somebody into the front last because there's an extra little feature there. As soon as you put a figure into this, that light brick turns on, and that already has the batteries in it. It's just a regular 2x3 light brick that LEGO uses sometimes, and it's just a nice little trigger mechanism to make it come on, and I think it looks nice. On the inside of the track is the control panel, so that's where you'd have somebody who would be controlling the speed of the ride. Now this is not at all motorized, so you have to actually push it around yourself, especially going uphill. This section here goes up, so you push this and it makes it up the hill. You can see the light reflecting off of some of the things around the sides. Once you go around the top, now there's a downhill section, and that will allow you to let gravity do its thing, and then you come back around to the center. Now the first thing that we passed was this kind of gate arch here, and just as you push through, the wings of it off to the sides, made in transparent bright green, just open up on their own. Next, there's this trackside mini build with a disc and a rocket, and you can either just hit that and make it kind of spin around a little bit, or just imagine that your figures would be able to kind of reach their hands out a little bit and make it spin as they go by. Next, there's a big mural in the back, which is a small build with a very large sticker on it, and you just pass that. Next thing you pass is a bunch of crystals off to the sides, which are there just for the looks. And this is where the downhill section begins, and you pass this kind of pendulum over on the side, and just as it goes by, it causes that thing to rock back and forth on its own. The last thing you encounter as you complete the lap is this archway, which has a camera setup and also a flash. So that's how you can get the pictures that would end up showing up down at the booth that you can then purchase. And that's just it. That's a full lap around this roller coaster ride track. Things sometimes get a little bit weird right in here. You might see some of the, yeah, there we go. Some of the wheels sometimes will come off the track entirely. I have never had it actually fall off the track and derail or anything, but it's just because of the tension on the joints, and the ball joints themselves don't necessarily like to go up and down that much. Of course, the most fun thing about this entire ride by far is when you bring it all the way around to the other side and then just let it go, because then it just goes on its own. It feels like it's more of a fun thing for the figures, and it's more realistic. You know, having to push it up the hill is fine. I think it's not a bad experience, but all this up here where it's completely flat and you're just kind of pushing it along on your own. I wish that this was more of a straight incline up, maybe more steep, and that we had more of the area of track like that where you could just let it go and just watch things happen. Maybe go around just a part of a turn and then go down even some more. Now this Ferris wheel, I feel, is a very generous build for something that is not the main focus of the set at all. It's not even in the name of the set. And I feel like this does a better job of being a good scale ride than the roller coaster. I feel like this is just done better for what it is. It holds up to 6 figures, 1 in each gondola. And, you know, the set only comes with 4 figures, so you end up with 2 empty seats. You do want to kind of balance them, so I've got the 2 empty seats, directly across from each other, but it just works. It looks like it would be a little bit flimsy, but it's really not. And it just works so well. It just spins about a very simple axis, has a little bit of inertia behind it as you get it going. It wants to keep going a little bit. And you can moderate the speed very easily. It doesn't have a huge knob that's just a big thing that just screams, this is what you need to hold on to. It's subtle enough. It doesn't have any geared mechanism. It doesn't need it. It just works. It just works exactly how I would want it to work. It's nice and smooth, especially. And, the gondolas are staying oriented towards the ground. There's the right amount of lack of friction in their joints. It's just simple and pure and just works really well. And I'm happy with it. There are 2 color schemes for the gondolas, and they just alternate from one to the next. They're fairly simple builds, but they work well. And down at the base of the thing, they have a little stairway that is nicely done. It's small, but it's intended to take just one figure at a time and get them safely up to where they're going to be, or to get them out of there. And also down at the base, there's a little control section, so you can control the speed if you have a figure down there. Another sticker over on this side. It's just kind of representing a hot air balloon ride. Doesn't look as nice from here, but it's pretty consistent. And then there's this big drop tower ride, which also really works well for what it is. This features a new piece there in the center, that large yellow piece, which is able to go around one of these fire pole style swirly elements. And I especially like the builds of the safety bars. They're simple, but when you put a figure in, you have to bring the bar down across their lap. So that helps to hold them into place. When you're ready to take them up to the top, you can just pull this straight up, and once you get there, it will stay in place until you want to let it go, because one of the figures is actually kind of interfering with the mechanism to make it go down. This is nice up here with, again, a lot of transparent things and another glittery kind of shiny sticker. And when you're ready to go, just give them a little tap from the top past the bar, and then just let them go. Along the way, they do pass a camera on the side of the tower here, so that's another spot where they'll be taking pictures that you can get from the front booth. This here is a popcorn stand, which is kind of a clever build. So that's supposed to represent a bag or a thin box with some popcorn already in it. It's kind of overflowing the top. And then there's an extra bag or box over here on this side, and you can actually get at the popcorn that's over here. You just open this up, so that allows you to get access to it. It's just going to fall out, or maybe you can just catch it and then just put it on top here. Last, there are a couple of tables. Each has a couple of stool-style chairs, and this one has a soda, a bottle of water, a hot dog, and then over here is a big old bowl of fruit. So that is an apple, but then there are also 2 slices, these nice little quarter-round printed tiles of watermelon. The figures, or mini dolls in this set, are left to right: Naya, or is it Naya? N-A-Y-A, Andrea, or Andrea, Emma, and then Matthew. Each of the girls comes with 1 accessory, which you see attached to their heads. These are just sunglasses that are transparent and colored, and you can't actually put them on their faces, but they do look cool up like that. And then Emma just has a bow on the back of her hair. And each of these is set up with a fairly summer-appropriate wardrobe, so nothing too warm. It's good for going out into actually warm weather and enjoying the amusement park. So you've seen the features of this set, and you've heard what I think about each one of them. Now it is your turn to share what you think about the set on the whole, and if you have any particular feedback about any particular part or feature or sub-build of this set. Leave your thoughts in a comment down below. I look forward to your feedback. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.